The sun had set hours ago, leaving only the light of the moon to guide our way. We had been walking for miles, it seemed, and still no sign of the cemetery. My friend, who had been so sure of the way, was now muttering to herself, looking around nervously. I was about to suggest we turn back when I saw it. The wrought iron gates loomed ahead of us, tall and imposing. My heart sank. This was it. We were here. As we approached, I could see the names of the dead etched into the stone. Some I recognized, some I didn't. But one name stopped me in my tracks. It was my mother's. I hadn't been here since her funeral. I couldn't bear to see her name, to see her face. But now, there was no avoiding it. I steeled myself and stepped through the gates. My friend was right beside me, her hand on my arm. I could feel her shaking. We walked slowly down the path, our footsteps echoing in the silence. The air was thick with the smell of death. As we rounded a bend, I saw it. The mausoleum. My mother was buried inside. I stopped, my heart pounding in my chest. I couldn't do this. I just couldn't. But my friend was already moving forward, her hand outstretched. "Come on," she said softly. "It's okay." I hesitated for a moment, then took a deep breath and followed her. The door to the mausoleum was slightly ajar. My friend pushed it open and we stepped inside. It was dark inside, and cold. I could feel the weight of the silence pressing down on me. My friend fumbled for a light switch, and a moment later the room was flooded with light. And there, in front of me, was my mother's grave. I felt the tears welling up in my eyes, but I fought them back. I had to be strong. I stepped forward and knelt down. I ran my fingers over the cold stone, tracing her name. Suddenly, I heard a noise. A soft moaning sound. I froze, my heart pounding. Was someone there? I slowly stood up, my eyes scanning the room. There was no one there. But the sound was getting louder. And then I saw it. The coffin. The lid was slowly moving, inch by inch. I stared at it, paralyzed with fear. And then, with a final creak, the lid flew open. And there, staring back at me, was the ghost of my mother.